An AI just drew a map of every living cell. 36 million real cells from 8 living species. Then they gave it a cell it had never seen. It instantly knew exactly where that cell belonged. A frog cell and yours, the very same place. That map is real. In 2026, researchers fed 36 million cells into an AI, and it arranged them into a single glowing landscape of life. Nobody told it where anything should go, yet cells of the same kind drifted together. Heart cells here, neurons there, like continents forming. The clusters didn't sort by which lab grew them or which machine measured them. They sorted by biology itself, by what each cell truly is. They called it the Integrated Megascale Atlas. For the first time, every cell in life shared one address system a computer could search. But how do you put a living cell on a map? You can't measure it with a ruler, so what is the AI actually reading? Every cell holds the same genes, but uses only some of them. A neuron and a skin cell differ by which genes they switch on. So the AI reads each cell as a list, the roughly 1,000 genes it's actively using right now, a kind of personal fingerprint. But here's the catch. Every species has different genes with different names. Match cells by gene names, and a human and a frog look unrelated. So the researchers tried something clever. Instead of the gene's name, they read what the gene actually builds, the protein, and everything changed. Because here's the beautiful part. Proteins are written in one alphabet shared by everything alive. The same 20 amino acid letters, from bacteria to blue whales. A gene is a word in this language. A protein is what the word means, a meaning written in code all life can read. So the AI translates each gene into the meaning of its protein, a point in an abstract space where similar jobs sit close together. Add up all the proteins a cell is making, and you get a single coordinate, the cell's address on the map of life. This is the whole trick. The map's coordinates aren't drawn from gene names, they're drawn from meaning, from what a cell's proteins actually do. And meaning travels across species. A human heart and a mouse heart do the same job with proteins that mean the same thing. So on the map, they land in the very same neighborhood. Not because a scientist labeled them, but because their meaning truly matches. To read that alphabet, they used a protein model that had already studied billions of sequences, feeding a network with 600 million connections. Sit with that for a second. No human wrote the rules of this map. The AI taught itself by reading life in its own language. And once every cell has an address, biology becomes searchable. Point at any cell and ask, what else in all of life sits near this? It's a card catalog for the living world. But the strangest proof that it worked came from a cell the AI had never studied. Remember, it trained on 8 species. So the researchers handed it cells from an animal that wasn't one of them, a green monkey. No retraining, no labels, no hints at all. Just a stranger's cells, dropped onto a map that had never once contained its kind. Out of 17 cell types in a green monkey lymph node, 13 landed right beside their matches from other species. Correct, with no human help. It did the same for a naked mole rat, for a chicken. Creatures separated from us by hundreds of millions of years, placed correctly. And it gets stranger. Nobody taught the map about embryos, yet it had quietly organized cells by the 3 layers every animal body grows from. Show it a new cell type, and it guessed which of the 3 layers built it. Right, over 80% of the time. The AI wasn't just sorting cells, it had absorbed the deep rules of how living things are built. Rules no one wrote down for it. And here's the twist. This trick, learned from a mountain of examples with no labels, is exactly how AI learned to read human language. The models behind your chatbots read billions of sentences and learned the hidden structure of language. This one did the same, with living cells. That makes it a foundation model, trained once, then pointed at almost any new question with no retraining. Biology now has one of its own. Life, it turns out, has a hidden grammar, a deep structure shared across the whole tree, and a machine just learned to read it. If a searchable map of life is the kind of thing that keeps you curious, subscribing helps, because what it found next is genuinely new. Because a searchable map doesn't just organize what we know, you can hunt it, looking for cells that cluster in surprising, unexplained places. Exploring the map, researchers noticed rare cells scattered across different organs, lung, heart, that all resembled a mysterious cell type called a Norn cell. Norn cells release the signal that tells your body to make more blood. Finding their lookalikes in unexpected places is a brand new lead to chase. The map didn't prove anything here. It did something subtler. It asked a good question no one had thought to ask, a hypothesis engine. Multiply that by every tissue, every disease, every species. A tool that can point and say, look here, this is strange and worth your time. For biologists drowning in data, that is the difference between wandering a vast library in the dark and finally switching all the lights on. Now, the map is far from perfect. It still partly clusters cells by the machines that measured them, and its leads are guesses, not answers. A map is never the territory, and this one is only a rough first sketch of a coastline we have barely begun to explore. But think about what just happened. For the first time, every cell in every creature can be placed in one shared space and searched. The very same idea that taught machines to read our words is now helping us read ourselves, cell by cell, species by species. Life wrote itself in one shared language long before we noticed. And now, for the first time, we're learning to read it back. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, subscribe. There's more where this came from.